are aliens real? Absolutely. Because, like, look, do you see the sky in the shot? You can't tell me that there's nothing out there. You can tell me and I won't believe you. Because I can look out there and I can see that this is not a simulation. Like, there are little dots in the sky at night that glow.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
I've seen what you're talking about.
And have you ever seen them move?
They would move,
Yeah.
and they would move erratically, and then stop, and then you go.
I have a great story. I worked with this person once, and they were a set designer. I was just a little art PA, doing my little art PA thing, dropping papers off at people's desks, visiting Crafty, walking around just saying hi to people. And so I go into this office, and I probably was dropping some papers off. And there was 2 set designers in this office. And now everybody, you have to understand something. In the film industry, almost everybody is, what is that word called when you can multitask? Very multitaskers. They're working on a job, but they're listening to something different, or they're doing something. Everybody, I mean, I do it a little bit, but I'm not that great at it. I'll listen to music if I need to focus. The set designer. Real story. This is a real 100% factual story that happened. But this is also word of mouth being spread. So take it as it is. Now, I go into this office to drop something off to the set designer. I noticed that they were a cool person, and they were listening to a TED Talk. I was like, cool. Hey, what's that?
Sure.
I was young and like just sort of. I like to chat with people, so I was like, oh, cool. What's going on? What are you? He's like, oh yeah, it's a TED Talk. And I want to say it was about aliens because that's what transitioned us. And so I was like, oh, okay. I was a big believer. I've always been a big believer in aliens. I believe they exist. I believe they are among us. Well, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level.
Whole nother level.
I don't think they're like among us, like in this crowd of people right here. I would be shocked.
I don't know. Can I just say something real quick?
Do you want to hear the end of the story?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I just want to know if you want to kind of keep interjecting.
No.
You can.
You said among us, and then I thought about.
All right, so hush, because like check this out. So he's listening to a TED Talk.
Yeah.
About aliens. And I go, hey, so and so, do you believe in aliens? They looked at me, and they said, well, I had an actual encounter with one once. I said, shut the front door. And I literally closed the door, and it was me and the 2 set designers. I said, I need to know now. What do you mean? Because I believe in aliens. And are you pulling my leg right now? He said, no. He said when he was younger, he was just a yay kid. I think he was tall for his age, so he might have been a little taller. Him and his brother, I want to say they lived out probably somewhere in like the northern side, like Ohio, Pennsylvania, something like that. I could be completely wrong. Again, this is word of mouth. But they lived out. They had a house, and I believe it was either like their grandparents' house at the time, or it was his mother was home or his grandmother was home. They eat dinner, him and his brother, and they have a dog. They decide to go outside and throw like a football or a ball around. And so when they walked out of their house, there's a gravel circular driveway. And they lived in the woods, and it kind of like there's a little bit of a cliff. So that's what made me think of like Pennsylvania and like Ohio. So, it's a little mountainous. Yeah. So they eat dinner. They go outside with the dog, the 2 siblings. And they're throwing one person is on this side of the driveway. The other person's on this side of the circle. Circle's in between. The dog's kind of running back and forth, and they're throwing something. They look out, and the younger brother, I want to say, sees some lights. Now, if you know anything about aliens, you know the lights are the very first sign. They're the very first sign.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah. And so they see these lights. This is true story, 100%. 100%. They see the lights, and they see it sort of, I think the way he described it was like they were kind of just hovering or moving a little bit. And so they got this weird feeling. Oh, God, the smoke. And so the dog started freaking out. That's another sign. If your pet's freaking out, you're either going to have some form of an alien encounter, or you have some like rodents in your house.
Or rodents.
Because pets will identify that. It's spirits too. Pets will identify anything supernatural and physical. Pets are fucking smart. Animals are smart, not even just pets.
So the dog the dog. Right?
Dogs started freaking out. The lights got closer, and they freaked out. They started running for the door. Now, the younger brother ran for the door. The person that I was talking to, the set designer guy, he stood there kind of staring at the lights because he sort of became that sort of immobilized, like, what's happening?
Oh, the paralysis.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Then the next thing he said that happened was they were downstairs in the basement and they were in front of the TV. Him, his brother, his dog, their dog. And his brother, himself, and the dog did not remember what happened. The brother was like, I was running towards the door and now I'm here.
But they both acknowledged that was the last thing they remember.
Yeah, the last thing. The dog definitely didn't remember because the dog was there and its tail wasn't wagging. I remember he told me that detail. And when the dog's tail's not wagging, it means that like it was afraid. You know, it wasn't spunky, it wasn't happy. It was like, what the fuck happened? So the dog didn't remember either. But for real, the two brothers, they said the younger one ran towards the door and then cut to the basement. And that's literally what they remembered. They went back outside. It was hours later. Hours had passed. They don't remember anything. So do I believe in aliens? Absolutely. Do I believe that was real? Yes. Are they among us? Again, who's to say? But yes, they are.
Hello everybody, my name is Travis Carlson, and I will be giving a prediction of what I think is going to happen in the near future with everything going on in our present lives. So I predict that I will continue to succeed how I have been succeeding at the press club in the back of house. I normally work 8 a.m. to 2 or 3 p.m. and I have been doing very, very good for myself and making a very, very large amount of money. I believe that the McDonald's chain in Farmville will build itself to a possible point of no return where 100,000 Walmarts in the United States, and it's number 1,486. And for that store to succeed, they need to